Terry Cup! Terry Cup! Terry Cup!
Oi! Shut the up! Do you know how long he's been chanting that now? It gets old! I'm sick of it!
Okay, you guys, let's talk about it because I keep getting recommended it and it's an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people are probably going to be upset about my unpopular opinion because when people ship two people being together and they're their fave, they don't want anybody to say anything bad about them. And I'm not going to say anything bad about them either, but I am going to call bullshit, mainly on the part of Megan Fox. Now, I'm calling bullshit on everything that she's saying because Megan Fox has a history of meeting co-stars and saying everything that she's essentially said about Machine Gun Kelly. Let's start with her husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, Brian Austin Green. Now, in 2004, she met Brian Austin Green on the set of ABC's Hope and Faith when she was the daughter on the show, okay? And she was 18 at the time and he was 30. But she said, I didn't know who he was from 90210, but I liked him right away. Everyone was around the monitor watching a scene and Brian accidentally touched my leg. I remember literal electricity shooting through me and out of me from every direction. It was like magic. Sounds familiar, right? Have you been keeping up with the articles that E! News and Entertainment Tonight and everybody else keeps shoving down your throat when it comes to the Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox romance? Let's continue. Transformers. Y'all remember Transformers with Shia LaBeouf?
Inhale that good shit. Exhale that bullshit. Inhale that good shit.
And it was speculated for a long time that Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox were together and they were dating and they were having a romantic relationship while she was engaged to Brian Austin Green at the time. Mind you, let's keep in mind, a lot of people, and again, this isn't any judgment, but a lot of Megan Fox's relationships always overlap with each other. She's never completely single. She's never not with somebody. She's always with somebody going into another relationship. And I think that's why, in my honest opinion, I think this is why her and Brian Austin Green are always getting into it online, is because technically they're still married. Technically, they're separated. You know how long it takes to get a divorce? Now imagine trying to get a divorce when you are rich and when you are a celebrity and when you probably have businesses together and you have children together and there's a lot of things you're going to have to figure out. You know how long it takes to get a divorce? A long time. And it's a battle. And when you still have feelings for somebody, and when you still have love for somebody, and when you still care about what somebody else is doing, you're going to constantly get into a fight with them. That's why it bothers Megan Fox when Brian Austin Green posts a picture with him and the kids online. If you were over a man and you didn't care about what a man was doing, you wouldn't care. Your kids are with their father. You trusted him enough to have children with him. So you should trust him enough to not put your children in harm's way, right? Right. But it bothers her because she still has a love there for him. She's still not completely over him. And that's what's unfair to Machine Gun Kelly, in my personal opinion, because it's only going to be one person that ends up hurt in this situation. Because if Megan Fox never truly divorces Brian Austin Green, she still has that safety net to go back to. This man that she shared over a decade with, has three children with, she'll be able to go back to him at any point. Even though he's off doing his thing and she's off doing her own thing with Machine Gun Kelly, he's still going to be there because he's always been there. Always, always, always. Let's get into it. In 2011, actor Shia LaBeouf made a revelation that caused quite a stir. He said that he'd been involved in a romantic relationship with his Transformers co-star Megan Fox. The fling unfolded around the time when Fox was supposedly engaged to Brian Austin Green. LaBeouf had told Decider in an interview, "Look, you're on the set for 6 months with someone who's rooting to be attracted to you, and you're rooting to be attracted to them. I never understood the separation of work and life in that situation, but the time I spent with Megan was our own thing. And I think you can see the chemistry on screen." The statement, according to Insider, was controversial because Fox was engaged to Green at the time. LaBeouf was asked about this, to which he replied, "I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. 12 times. It was what it was." According to People, Fox and Green initially got engaged in November 2006 after dating for about 2 years until they called it off in February 2009. They were engaged again over a year later before tying the knot soon after. The first Transformer film was released in 2007 and the second one was released in 2009. Green announced this week that he and Fox had separated after 10 years of marriage. Fox had previously filed for divorce in 2015, only to reconcile. They have 3 children together. What did I say? What did I say? You think I would steer you guys wrong? You think I would get on here and just make up some shit? No, ma'am. Let's get into it. Now let me go back to what Megan Fox had to say about Shia LaBeouf. Do we see a pattern here? Are we seeing a pattern? The girl falls in love with all of her co-stars. Megan Fox, she went on Andy Cohen's show on Bravo, where they played a game of Plead the Fifth. Plead the Fifth. Fifth.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Anything you say, fifth. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you fifth? I have a secret document that I think you need to say.
In a 2001 Details magazine interview, your Transformers co-star Shia LaBeouf affirmed that he had a romantic relationship with you on set. How would you characterize your relationship?
Now?
2011 Details magazine interview. No, then.
I mean, I would confirm that it was romantic. I love him. I've never been, like, really quiet about that. I love him.
Yeah.
So now let's fast forward to her relationship with Machine Gun Kelly. Okay? Because sis told... Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about girls like Megan Fox, right? They know how to make you feel like you're the only guy in the world that they've ever loved, that they've ever shared a connection with. They have a way with words, a way to make things seem more poetic and more beautiful than they really are. And that's what exactly that she's been doing. My achingly beautiful boy. That's exactly what she's been doing when it comes to Machine Gun Kelly. Now, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are intensely in love. That is a fact. Since they went public with their relationship, they've shared how they are 2 halves of the same soul and talked about how they waited for an eternity to find each other. But their latest exchange might be their most passionate one yet. When the pair were interviewed for MGK's recent Nylon cover story, they detailed just how intense their relationship is. Megan didn't just call their connection once in a lifetime and of mythical proportions. She also said loving him is like being in love with a tsunami or a forest fire. So natural disasters, you're calling him a mess, you're calling him chaotic, you're calling him uncontrollable. I don't know what that means. It's meant to be poetic, I see that, but you're saying that you're in love with someone who has the ability to destroy everything around them. The intensity of merging with him is just overwhelming, Megan explained, and that the threat it poses is so powerful but so beautiful that you have no choice to surrender with reverence and with gratitude. Megan also talked about how much MGK has changed since they got together, saying, "There's never an attempt to control him on my end. It's more that he looks to me to avoid his own self-destructive tendencies. And that's where I'm useful, because on his own and left to his own devices, I don't know how much interest he has in caring for himself." Like I said, that is a lot to put on a relationship. To make somebody feel like they need you to be sane, that's a lot. And that's harmful. That's harmful. And then, catch what she said. There's never an attempt to control him on my end. Which means, does he have some type of controlling issues? Does he want you around all the time, Megan? Because you have convinced him that you are what keep him out of trouble? That's harmful. That is harmful to do. As much as we romanticize being somebody's savior, their saving grace, that's not okay. When somebody puts so much love and energy into another person instead of themselves, because what Machine Gun Kelly should be doing is going to therapy and getting help so that he can manage his own self-destructive tendencies without her or without the help of someone else. That's what she needs to be doing. If she truly loves him, that's what she needs to be saying to him. Machine Gun Kelly echoed that, talking about how Megan is someone who took him out of the fast lane and made sure that he's safe, because at any minute he can crash.
I am going to eat your soul and shit it out.
I don't know. I wish them the best of luck. I hope that they have a happy relationship. I just wish and I hope that he, instead of using her as a crutch and her wanting, what it seems like anyways, him to use her as a crutch, I hope that he gets the help that he deserves and needs before their relationship implodes. And I don't know. I don't know. If you happen to like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Also subscribe because it's free.